Welcome back to another week on From Vision to Legacy. I'm your host, Erica Marie, and this week, the final Friday in January, can you believe it? We are going to do what's called a legacy alignment check. Sorry, my hands were dry, so I'll put some lotion on. Um, so, like I said, this week we're going to do a legacy alignment check. Okay, it's going to be about a 20-minute exercise. I'm not going to do it with you. I'm going to walk you through how to do it because that'll keep this video nice and short so you can focus on doing the actual exercise. Okay. And before I jump into it, I'm going to tell you why you need to do a legacy alignment check. Okay. So, as an ambitious first generation legacy building parentpreneur, that's parents and entrepreneur or business owner, right? You know, or you should know, that every decision shapes your future. Okay. Everything that you do every single day has the opportunity or the potential, is probably a better word, the potential to do one of two things. It will either pull you closer to your vision or push you closer to your vision, right? Or pull you farther away from it. And that's why we do a legacy alignment check, okay? Because your daily actions, habits, everything that you're doing should be working towards you achieving your vision, not pulling you away from it, okay? So, are your daily actions truly aligned with the legacy that you're working towards? Do you know? If you don't, this exercise will help you figure it out, right? It'll help you get clear. Okay, so it's going to help you reflect on what you've been doing and whether it's pushing you away, no, pushing you to your vision or pulling you away from it, right? It's going to help you refocus because maybe you need to refocus on your vision. Maybe you lost sight of it, right? And it's going to help you realign, essentially, which is the final principle in the Empower Blueprint. I know we haven't talked much about it, I don't think. Um, we will. We'll get there. I have a whole training about that, but just know that this is the final principle in the Empower Blueprint. It's called Realign, and a legacy alignment check is part of that. Okay. It's something you can do that's directly related to that principle of realigning, making sure that your vision and values align with who you are and where you're going. All right. So, without this clarity, though, without this legacy alignment check, without realigning, it's easy to feel stuck. It's easy to get overwhelmed, right? Or lose sight, even worse, right? Of what truly matters on your journey. So, that being said, let's get into this exercise. Here's what you're going to need. Number one, your vision. Number two, well, probably number one would be you, right? You need yourself. And number two could be your vision. You need to know what your vision is, all right? And then get a piece of paper or pull up a Google Doc or, a Microsoft Word document, whatever you use to write, whether you want to do it electronically or by hand. A lot of times I feel doing it by hand, at least for me, is easier because it allows me to truly focus on what I'm doing versus just looking at a screen and typing, right? It feels more actionable when I'm actually writing these things down and performing this activity. Um, so a paper or an electronic paper, right? And a pen or a pencil or your keyboard, depending on how you want to do it, if you want to do it electronically or physically. So get those things, gather them. You can pause this video if you need to, gather those things, and then come back. And I'm going to walk you through the activity. Okay, so this is what you do during a legacy alignment check. All right. So, step one. All right. And it's a simple, it's like 3 or 4 steps. Um, we'll say 3 steps, right? So, a simple 3-step process to perform a legacy alignment check. Step one, you're going to reflect on your vision and values, right? That's why I said bring your vision. So I want you, this is what you're going to do because it's very specific. You're not just going to write down your vision, okay? If you need to do that before you complete the alignment check, okay? But you should have your vision. If you don't, get it. All right. So write down your top 3 long-term goals, okay? These could be financial freedom, generational wealth, right? Or leaving a business for your children to inherit one day, right? A sustainable business, whatever it is, okay? Whatever those 3 things are, I want you to write those down. But we're going to take it a step further, okay? So for each long-term legacy goal that you wrote down, I want you to list the core values that guide those goals. So financial freedom, right? That could be security, financial security. That could be a value for you, right? Um, generational wealth. Your family could be the value that's associated with that. And there can be more than one, right? Impact could be something, right? Leaving that business for your children to inherit, or just freedom in general, right? Money freedom, time freedom, all the things. But I want you to list the core values that are associated with each of those 3 long-term goals that you identified. Okay. Once you have done that, and yes, you can pause this video as we go along to do this. So what you should be doing right now is writing down those 3 long-term goals and then listing the core values that guide them. Like, what is your why behind those? What are the things that go into that goal, right? And then step 2, you're going to audit your current actions. So step 1 should take you about 5 minutes. Okay. Step 2, 10, right? We're going to keep this about 20 minutes. So step 1's going to be 5, step 2's 10, step 3, probably another 5 minutes, right? Maybe 10. It might be a little longer, depending on, what your vision is, what you're writing, how detailed you are, things like that. And you'll refine it over time. It'll get easier, I promise. So step 2, I want you to audit your current actions. Okay. So on your paper, you're going to create 2 columns. All right. One is going to be for aligned actions. That's going to be the first column. And then the second one is going to be misaligned actions. Okay. So for your aligned actions, this is what you're going to do. You're going to list the habits, tasks, decisions, boundaries, whatever, right? Whatever you need to, that support your legacy goals that you identified in step 1. Okay. Whether that's saving money consistently, prioritizing family time, right? Hiring a team to make sure that your business is sustainable, whatever it may be. I want you to list all of those things in your aligned actions column. All the things that are pushing you closer to your vision should be in that aligned actions column. In your misaligned actions column, okay, you're going to make a note or list, right? Any actions or behaviors or mindset challenges, right? That pull you further away from your vision. Okay. So whether that's overspending, saying yes to every single opportunity that comes your way without any sort of boundary around that, without any sort of parameters, right? Working all day, every day instead of spending time with your kids or not spending any time in your business, whatever it is, anything, any actions that you're taking, any habits that you have, any behaviors you're exhibiting, any mindset blocks that you have. I want those to be in your misaligned actions column, okay? And if you want to take your aligned actions a step further, add mindset there too. What mindset do you need to bring you closer to your vision instead of pulling you away from it? Any distractions you have should be in your misaligned actions column, right? Your phone could be a distraction. Social media could be a distraction. Busy work is a distraction, right? Because it's not really productive. It's just a way to keep yourself busy. You're not doing things that are bringing you closer. You're just doing things to make you feel like you're coming closer. So really take the time to audit this, like really think about it. and make sure that what you list in these columns are either truly aligned and they're going to bring you closer to your vision, or they're truly misaligned and they're actually pulling you further away from it. All right. And once you've done that, you're going to move on to step 3, which is simply to create an alignment plan. Okay. Take you 5-10 minutes, right? So for each misaligned action that you identified in that column in step 2, okay, I want you to write one small adjustment to bring it back into alignment so that it can go into that alignment column or aligned actions column. What's an adjustment you can make to it to take it from misaligned to aligned? So instead of it pulling you away from your vision, pushing you towards it. An example, right? I always do money. So say you overspend, that's a misaligned action. You're not saving as much money as you want to. In fact, you're actually overspending. Commit to creating a budget and sticking to it, or commit to saving a certain amount every single month, no matter what, or commit to cutting the areas where you're overspending. These are some small adjustments you can make. You can pick just one of them, right? And then it takes it from a misaligned action to an aligned action. All right. That's all you have to do to create your plan. That's all a legacy alignment check is. It's super simple, right? First, identify your top 3 goals. Next, figure out what actions are pushing you towards your vision and which ones are pulling you away. And lastly, make the adjustments to the actions you're taking, the behaviors, the mindsets, the habits, whatever, right? Make a small adjustment to it to make it an aligned action. So that it starts working towards you instead of against you, or working with you instead of against you moving forward. All right. And after you've done this, okay, after you have done this activity and you've completed it, I want you to do something else. I want you to choose just one adjustment for you to implement this week and commit to it. Make that adjustment and stick to it. And then just go down the list from there, right? I'm having you start with one because I want you to start simple and small, especially if this is something you haven't done before. So choose just one. Once you've got that in alignment, you've committed to it, it's a habit now, right? You fixed it, move on to the next one. And as you progress doing these legacy alignment checks, right? And as you build that legacy alignment muscle, you'll be able to eventually work up to implementing everything at once. But start wherever you are. If you know you need to start with just one, because you've never done it before, start with one. Then next time, right? Once you get that down, the next time you do a legacy alignment check, start with 2 and 3, build it up, right? Build it up until you can immediately make the adjustments all across the board. So that's, as simple as it sounds, is how you complete a legacy alignment check. It's not that hard, it's not difficult, it's not super time consuming, right? But it does require your full attention. So make sure that when you complete this legacy alignment check, that there are no distractions. Maybe do it once a month or once a week or whatever, right? Whatever you think you need to do during your time, that time that you set aside for you each day. Complete your alignment check then because there's no distractions. That's time that's already protected, right? So do it then. So, what is the topic for next week? I had it in my head and then I lost it. You know what? Give me 1 second and I'll tell you. Because I know what it is. I just, like, it's in my head, but you know how that happens, right? You have something in your mind that you want to say and then you don't say it. It happens. Yes, I'm on my computer checking because I have all of my topics written down. I just need to I know what we're going to talk about next week because I always give you guys the topic for next week. So let's see. This week we're going to do, because it's going to be the first Friday in February, right? So February, our first topic is going to be why vision matters more than strategy, at least at first. Okay. So before I end this video, I told you it was going to be super short, didn't I? Before I end this video, I want you to do something for me. Okay. Answer this question. What is one immediate action that you can take today to better align with your legacy vision? All right. Share it with me in the comments below. I'd love to hear what it is, right? I'll cheer you on. And since we did a legacy alignment check, right? I hope it was helpful for you, right? Even if you did it during this video or whether you do it later, right? Make sure it's impactful for you. Only do the things that are going to be most impactful for you, all right? But if you need some more support and accountability on your journey, right? Join Build Your Legacy. Do you know what we do? Okay, when you join as a builder, so that's that middle tier, right? When you join as a builder, we have what's called monthly alignment meetings to make sure you stay in alignment. So it's a reminder every single month to stay in alignment and also help you overcome any setbacks you had that month or any challenges, right? Celebrate your wins. We all come together and we do a monthly alignment check, my builders and my elite builders. And if you're in the elite legacy builders, if that's where you join, right, at that level, you also get what's called a monthly momentum review, where you submit a form to me, right? It's a Google form, easy, right? You submit that to me with how your month went, and then I give you a report that includes actionable takeaways for the following month, things where you need areas where you can focus on, right? Things that you can do to ensure you stay in alignment and continue to make progress, right? So if you need that additional support, if you want to be part of a community of people like you, right? Parentpreneurs trying to build a lasting legacy, working towards generational wealth, then join us and build your legacy. All right. The link is in the description below this video. But remember, like this video, turn on your notifications, subscribe to my channel, invite your friends, do all the things. But make sure that the things that you're doing are in alignment with your legacy vision. So until next week, guys, bye.